Hey all and welcome back to Sonic Chronicles. We have procured the Chaos Emerald from the Zoa, which coincidentally was the same colour as they are. I don't really know what X was trying to say here, but he's evil, so he's probably also racist, and he likes to profile these guys he has under his thumb. Anywho, I guess that's it for the Zoa place, Flame. Are we moving on now?
Oh, as we just got told by Amy, now we've got to go back to give the Chaos Emerald to the Slime Queen, I think. That's what I made out of that.
Yes, we do. I think to basically show that they don't have their weapon of mass destruction anymore, to sort of make it so that nobody's at war or something. But then, obviously, Amy's bringing up the quite excellent point of what happens if she steals the Chaos Emerald and then uses it to destroy the Zoa, but Tails is just like, no, we can make her see reason.
Well, it sounds like it's not my fucking problem. You know, I did what they asked of me. Anything after that is on them.
It's very true. But then also, we kind of need the Chaos Emeralds, so...
So now we've sort of taken down the Zoa people themselves. They're like being instantly replaced by Nocturnus enemies and Gizoids, because word got out fast, I assume, but...
Really fast? Yeah, like instantly. Was that televised or something? Was Ix like sitting there in his like bathrobe with a little tub of Ixian popcorn, as it were?
Which is especially strange given the reason why they couldn't flat out come to help or anything is because they're trying to keep the fact that they're working with us now secret from the Nocturnus. So how they got here already, I don't fucking know.
And that's like gameplay story dissonance, I think.
Yes. Well, I mean, the word you're looking for is ludonarrative dissonance, you know, just to be purely accurate and snooty on it. But I think what you could potentially argue is that perhaps these guys were already here. It's just that because, you know, the Zoa have stopped fighting us, these guys have just seemingly become more prevalent on the planet in terms of people trying to attack us. So potentially it's that.
They can come out from hiding now, it's fine for them.
Alright, well you have a nap, Shade, you'll be up next turn anyway.
Yeah, that counter was totally worth it.
Really, they're just slowing us down right now. We could be off the plan at this point, but no, Flame has to include a battle at the start of the part.
I know, it's like, seriously, Flame, what are you doing to us? Like, I'm ready to sort of, you know, clock off and just have a nice chill.
Oh no, how dare I make a gameplay video where I include gameplay?
Really. It's the thing dragging down modern Let's Plays, honestly. We need the game in like a little window, any corner you like, really, it doesn't really matter. Don't even bother to censor the gameplay at all. And then like the rest of the window has to be just the person actually covering the game, because that's how you do it.
Tom, of all people, making jabs about gameplay not being centered properly, that's a good one.
Do you have any examples of that, Mr. Man?
Like every 3DS video you've made for the last 5 years.
Didn't you give me those coordinates or settings, or was that Cyber?
That wouldn't have been me. Like, mine are all like to the pixel measured because it really bugs me if it's not.
Oh please, don't compare my fucking things to like brain scratches and whatnot.
I wasn't even trying to throw shade at anyone else, but okay.
No, I'm just saying mine look great, so I don't really know what you're on about.
They're passable but a few pixels off, so I have to bitch. I'm obliged to bitch.
A pixel is nothing. You can't even like see it with the naked eye sometimes.
Well, I did, but also I'm not a normal person, so it actually doesn't matter.
Vindicated.
That said, sometimes if something is even just a pixel off, it can look odd, but I think it depends entirely on what the thing is and which pixels are off.
Or whether I care, basically.
I mean, there is also that, but in terms of it not looking right, I think it depends what it is, where it is, what's off. So like, if you're trying to create like a straight line and you sort of like a pixel off, and then you're just like, no, that is not a straight line, even though it was intended to be a straight line, and then it just sort of messes with you if there's like even a pixel in it sometimes.
Speaking of messing with us, Flame, are you even like aware of what's in what building right now?
I haven't got a fucking clue. Like, I'm thinking, like, some of them have items in them, and I can't remember which ones are, and which ones were just rings I got earlier. So, I'm trying to do a bit of a sweep here before I fuck off, but, you know, that does involve, like, occasionally getting false positives.
Okay. Alright, now we can take off and go back to the Nurgle colony. Man, this plan better work out, or we're gonna have, like, 2 races breathing down our neck.
Yeah, that might not work out too well.
Yeah, I think we might come to regret that, and...
What is this? Sonic, I'm busy. Doing what?
Well, we got this little subplot here of, like, Shadow's been moonlighting doing other stuff, but, yeah. So this is the thing, Shadow is the kind of character who, he's on the team when it's convenient. He's not here to just, like, be part of the group and be super helpful in that. Like, no, he just wants to get shit done. And that involves getting shit done outside of the group as well.
Okay. And yeah, he's very pragmatic like that. He's like, okay, I'll join you, but if you fail, you're the leader, so, like, responsibility falls on you.
Yeah, does that work for me as well, Tom?
No, when you fuck up, it's just your fault.
Fuck.
I'm also pragmatic.
You're good at dodging the blame like that, I got it.
Alright, who are we taking with us now?
Well, we're in the Slime Kingdom, so we need Big to get us up there.
Slime Kingdom? That sounds like a fucking level from Mario.
Yeah, that's the DLC that we're hopefully gonna get, right?
God, honestly, DLC when? Like, Balloon World was nice and all, but I want some proper meaty, like, Kingdom DLC and whatnot, but I don't think it's gonna happen at this point, unless they're still busy making it.
At this point, it's more likely we're going to get, like, an Odyssey 2 with that sort of thing, which I would still be okay with, but, you know, it's like, the base game does leave potential for added stuff.
I mean, if that's, like, the toss-up, I'll go with a sequel, because, you know, you're probably going to spend that amount of DLC anyway.
I mean, to be honest, I think that is, if that's going to be what they're going to do, it's the one that I would say makes the most sense, because you can then think of Odyssey 2 like Galaxy 2, taking sort of all of the bits and pieces of unused ideas and expanding them into a brand new game. I like that idea more than, you know, really just getting like maybe 3 Kingdoms worth of DLC. Like, just spend the time and do more with it. But I mean, that's a general thing anyway, of me preferring kind of fuller games to just DLC stuff coming afterwards.
Yeah,
that
true.
said, there are a few bits of DLC that I do want to get my hands on, so I probably do need to sort that at some point. But I'm a bit preoccupied at the minute, because in terms of gaming, I'm going to be playing Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, and I kind of want to finish that before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, because then it's Kingdom Hearts 3 all the way to the bank.
God, it must be nice to have, like, all this time to play games and whatnot. I'm just here playing games and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Tom, you might have to take some time out of your busy video game playing schedule to play other video games, though.
Oh, darn. Yeah, that was essentially the joke, Flame, you dense motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, but it feels better when I get to make fun of you rather than just letting you do it yourself.
This doesn't reflect well on you when you essentially bully me, alright?
I know, but, like, I don't exactly have the image of being a nice person to start with, so...
True.
But then, like, to be fair, I'm in exactly the same position as you right now, so I am just projecting too.
So, obviously, this goes for a semi-realistic take of how war operates. Like, it's never going to be truly peaceful, but shut up, Flame, you know what I'm talking about when I say semi-realistic.
Semi-realistic war with the slime monster.
Okay, Flame. Okay.
Yeah.
Hostilities will be kept to a minimum with the Zoa.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid unnecessary conflict, which does make sense.
Yes. Which, I mean, thank God, honestly, because, I mean, conflict, if we can avoid it, it's better. Unless, you know, it's an instance where conflict is necessary, but as long as it's not fatal conflict, then just more like the strong words debating conflict, we should be alright.
I'm of the opinion that diplomacy can only go so far. Like, some people cannot be reached through words.
I mean, yes, that is true. However, there is always the argument that war does nothing but bring pain, and suffering. Therefore, perhaps the argument is maybe less war and more for assassination.
Less war would be nice, Richie, but some people don't care. That's the thing. Diplomacy first, then if they ain't listening, bomb them to the fucking ground.
Discussing the ethics of war in a Sonic Let's Play is a new chapter of my life, I think.
Well, none of this is fun, Flame. That's why they call it war.
I was waiting for that.
Okay, so are we free to leave now? What was the deal with the Gizoids just randomly appearing here? Same deal as on the Zoa plays?
Yeah, they were just sort of in the way.
I mean, like, the Nurgle will no longer going to attack us, but they have to leave some things for us to, like, glean EXP from.
Yeah, like, although it is structured in a way that you don't need to grind that much, I suppose it is just the option that if you want to lift yourself up a bit more, and now they're not attacking us, we kind of need it. That's not how you spell welcome, but okay.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Who are these pirates exactly? Are they like a race we've met before, or is it just the Nocturnus?
Oh, no, there are separate pirates. I believe we're actually going to meet one shortly.
Okay.
Like, there is a bit of a sub-quest going on. Which is why this part in particular is going to be dragged out, to my recollection.
Thanks, Flame. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm showing off the extra stuff, and it's not just a repeat fight from what I recall, so, you know.
And that little custom treasure chest. It doesn't really make sense that it would be the same style of chest as like other races have, because these are slime creatures. But whatever, you know.
What do you want, like a fucking slime case? That wouldn't work.
It would make sense for slime creatures to encase their goods in slime.
Well, yeah, but they'd need to have some kind of solid casing to it.
Mucus. It hardens.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm just spitting science facts here, guys.
Good. Well done.
Tails does not approve of this.
So, yeah, we are going to have a bit more back and forth to another place, obviously, because we need all the Chaos Emeralds, because that's how this thing works. But, you know, there's only actually one more new location to go to before Nocturne. So that will be an interesting bit of back and forth.
Neat. Could you stand to say back and forth a little bit more, Flame?
Well, you know, when I have nothing to say, I need to repeat myself, but here's a fucking pirate.
Why is he talking like that? Who knows? Just fucking kill him.
What plank is there?
Seriously, why? Thank you, Rouge. Rouge saying what we're all thinking over here. This just be how I talks.
I like to think that he's just picked up this to get a speech impediment.
See, the writing can be surprisingly on point in this game. Like, I had a sensible chuckle more than once during my initial playthrough.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking on point.
Like, I think it was a newer team, like I mentioned, handling this game, but BioWare does have some, like, good writers, or at least they did at one point.
Yes.
I think this is actually the only BioWare game I've ever played, so I don't really have that frame of reference, but like this is just really handled well.
I'd recommend you play Mass Effect, honestly. The first one's a bit slow, but if you prefer something with a bit more pep, you could always play Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, maybe at some point, but I like Richie have too much like stuff to do in terms of playing other video games first.
Yeah.
Classic.
I got to do the Richie thing of like I don't have time to play this hour-long 2D Sonic. I've got to play these 70-hour JRPGs first.
Yeah,
Well,
Richie.
exactly.
This is a call-out.
that is my priority. I mean, honestly, like I don't have that connection to Sonic as much as you guys do. Whereas I do have that connection to Kingdom Hearts. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Well, correction, you don't have the connection we do to 2D Sonic.
Yes.
Just call the next Sonic Mania like Tales of Sonic Stereo or something, and Richie would be all over that shit. That was very dark muttering, Richie. Were you considering that? Would you actually play such a game?
I don't know, but what I'm more concerned about is that Flame is horrifically close to death right now, and while I know that he wouldn't have left it in if he died, at least I hope he wouldn't have left it in if he died, my brain is going, oh god, please let everything be okay, I can't bear to sit through another of these really long battles that are just overly long for the point of it.
I'm just keeping the excitement up, you know.
Flame, there are better ways to do this than sucking in Vidya, mate.
True, but you know, I really have nothing to my name in terms of excitement, so I've got to make shit up as I go along.
Well, I mean, you're the living embodiment of anxiety. That's sort of exciting.
Well, I mean, like, the medication and therapy and shit disagrees, but hey.
Therapy. I should really get in on that this year.
It would be nice if I could get some kind of therapy that wasn't just, we'll give you 10 sessions of this and then the funding stops, so you have to restart the whole cycle again with a new person every few years.
Yeah, that's kind of sucky. I mean, if there's one thing that I would like to see in the UK, it is much better mental health.
Yeah, let's not drag this part down too much. Let's not make it too heavy, especially when a little girl just got fucking knocked out on screen.
I mean, yes. Also, on stream, Tom, I think you're forgetting that this is
I
not
said
live.
screen.
Oh, on screen, okay.
If you wish to interpret that as, like, stream, that's fine. We probably should have streamed this, I don't know.
No, we really shouldn't, because could you imagine if I didn't cut out all these battles ahead of time?
Oh god, I think I might have just gone, you know what, no, I am out of here.
Wow. These are surprisingly strong pirates. You know, for all their speech impediments, they can put up a good fight.
And I do like how the fact that immediately once we're in the battle, after we've had the cutscene with the pirate guy, they're just back to the regular Nocturnus mechs.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you could have recoloured one to be that brown sort of colour that the guy in the overworld was.
I know. Also, you know, you could have demasked them to, you know, actually look like pirates. But hey.
Well, that would have took actual effort, to be fair.
You could have recoloured that laser beam to actually be red because the move was fucking called Hellfire.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually kind of an annoying move to dodge, because, like, that is another clusterfuck of QTEs. I'm blaming you for that, Tom.
Well, I mean, the move was called Hellfire, so I'll accept it.
Yeah, you picked this edgelord name, it's all on you.
Well, we've got some time, so I may as well explain the origin of the name HellfireComms. There's a couple. I go back and forth depending on how I feel at the time. But I forget what birthday it was. It was either like 14 or 15. It was very early. It was around the time Mario Kart Double Dash got released, and me and 3 other mates were having like a little back and forth co-op tourney. And so I just came up with like Team Darkfire, and that's where the fire part came from. And then you add hell to that, and you get Team Hellfire. Boom, the end.
So it was that, and then the joining of you and Hell Dragon that caused the Hell bit to be added.
I guess so, yeah. I say I guess so because I can't remember what it exactly was. I think I just remember being in like a call or something and saying, hey, we should make a group and call it HellfireComms.
Fair enough.
And then everyone and their mother went with blank comms.
Yeah, basically.
I did it better and got all the subs and the views. Game over.
I know.
Yeah, how's this whole relative irrelevancy treating you, Tom?
Well, I've got a successful Patreon, mate, so I can't complain.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah?
But, you know, I've got to make the little jab.
Yeah, well, accept money or shut the fuck up.
And me taking the piss out of your name when I literally go by the name Flaming Claw, which totally isn't also edgy. It sounded cool when I was 10.
You say you love Shadow the Hedgehog unironically on the reg, mate.
Yeah, and I love Shadow the Hedgehog.
He brought me to the light, more than Jesus ever did.
I love how I've basically sort of got the most normal name of all of us, and even then it's not that great.
Yeah, okay, dick,
at least
that's
it's
not
got
about you.
Yeah. At least it's got my name in it, so...
Oh my god, you know what I just realised? We are literally Tom, Dick and Harry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thanks for dropping that public, but cool.
Nice.
You can call me Doc Six the Hedgehog.
This guy's taking sweet time, we got nothing left.
You
folks.
have so many moves at your disposal and you're using none of them!
I am using the big hitting ones.
Use the revolver slam, goddamn you!
You fucking do it then.
I can't, I'm not controlling the game! Thank the Lord that I'm not, but my god.
Ah, bless up, fam. Pirates defeated. Oh no, it's retroactively removing Kingdom Hearts 3's Pirates of the Caribbean world, which is a real shame because it looks purdy as hell.
We did get 10,000 experience for this, so I think that was relatively worth it.
Yeah, agreed. That is definitely worth it.
But then, like, these optional battles do tend to be like that, and of course now we're going to have to go back and claim the prize for beating the pirate at some point.
Turn around, boys, we're going home. Why are you attacking these ships? That is a good point.
So they're rogues as well. Seems like everything's splintering.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, when you're trying to control everything, you'll wind up controlling nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you join our party? You were strong as fuck. I tell you what, we'll replace Knuckles with you. You're cooler Knuckles.
Well, Knuckles still has the uppercut, so he's useful in his own way.
See you later, Pirate Man. What a ham. What a galactic ham, literally.
Basically.
So whenever you're getting the Rouge said booty, and it kind of took me aback there. It's a word. It's a word.
It sure is, and it is referring to the things that the pirates have stolen.
Where did the origin of the word booty come from? Richie, don't look this up. I honestly don't care.
Honestly, I'm not. I'm just looking at the slightly hilarious thing that Nintendo ended up making new renders for New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for Mario, Toad, Toadette and Luigi, and then didn't choose to actually use them in the game on the change character screen, because that makes sense.
In the game itself, they did update Princess Peach's model, like in the opening cutscene. Not Mario, Luigi or Toad, but they updated Peach's model.
Okay, I don't understand Nintendo sometimes. There's usually logic behind it, but it's not for us mere commoners, as mere plebs to understand, really.
To be fair, you need a very high IQ to understand Nintendo, right?
Yes, to celebrate Wigger Wednesday, you must be one with a Nintendium.
Oh, Jesus.
Never let them live it down. It's what I would have wanted. So what are we doing here, Flame? I wasn't paying attention.
As far as I recall, we're revisiting what's-his-face from these guys.
Crag.
This is what happens when we talk to him like 3 or 4 parts ago and I can't remember shit.
What's his face from that place? Good stuff, mate, good stuff.
I realise I bring the most riveting commentary to the table, by which I mean I don't in the slightest.
Indeed. I mean, you've been kind of like burning through these meta-bears. Good on you for actually utilising your items correctly.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that's because a lot of the guys did some pretty meaty damage output in the last few fights, which hadn't really happened up until now.
Here you go, some from the Nurgle. Ah, the pirates are dead. Praise be to the rocks beneath and below.
Yep, the pirates are down, but we've still got to do our fetch quest of taking it back at some point, which is always fun.
I'm not sure if I want to accept this rock soul.
I mean, free shit is free shit.
Yeah, but... I'm overthinking it, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you gotta dig into that philosophy though, it comes in handy a lot in life, and sometimes it also means you end up with a shit ton of IKEA pencils in your house.
Oh yeah. Not sure I understand that reference, mate, but whatever. We're near the end of the part. I don't have to understand shit because it's almost clocking off time.
Yay!
There's still over a minute. Don't start signing off just yet.
Okay, Sonic is blue. He run fast.
He go through door.
He do. Every door in game have same sound effect, even if it's an open like doorway.
Okay, so are we just repurposing my fucking Let's Plays from like 2012? Because that's what it sounds like.
2012? That's being generous, mate. That was you in 2017.
I mean, you're right, but...
You shouldn't say it. Oh, God, and hurt my feelings now.
No, my Let's Plays from like 2017 are more like, here's this big fucking gap where I obviously added something else in post because my first take was like what you just described.
yeah, otherwise known as the HSC playthrough of Sonic Heroes. We'll probably go back and do that with Rich, Flame and myself at some point, but that will do it for this week's installment of Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood. Guys, please join us next time when we head to the final colony, and I pad time out a little bit more because I started doing the end sequence too soon, and yeah, I guess we'll meet the last alien race in the game. We've got to put together that alliance because Ix ain't going down easy. But don't you worry, we're ready for this. We have Chaos Emeralds and we're all good to go. See you next time for more of this. Bye bye.